Welcome to the Let's Play Some Shit podcast, brought to you by The Devil, because kids love that shit.
What the hell is wrong with you?
And how is that a better
That's
intro?
my intro. Fuck you guys.
Jesus. You scared fucking children.
We have children on this?
I don't know. Who listens to this beyond us?
People?
People. Lots of people, clearly.
Alright, well, how's about I do a better intro seeing as Stefan
you, I
sort
wanna
of
use
scared
that.
the people.
Well,
What's
it's something
up, my-
different.
Stefan's
Let's
no
go with
longer
it.
allowed.
Go with it.
We're going with it, alright.
What's up, bitches, then? I don't friggin' know. You scared me. Anyway,
Well, was half the point.
anyway,
If you know where that voice comes from, then you would know why it's alright.
I'm Josh.
Shut up and tell the people
I'm
who
Josh.
you are.
Stefan over here.
And Jason to finish out the lovely group of Nightmare.
Oh yeah, so
Great
Jason's
definition.
actually a permanent member now. We probably should have said that after last week. Anyway, apparently not, but Jason's now a permanent member. And
I'm a tumor. You guys will get used
everybody's busy once again. So you've got
You're-
the A+ crew instead
Jason,
of
if
the
you're a brain,
C
if you're a
crew.
tumor, then I'm definitely brain cancer.
to it. Oh, I'm sorry. You should probably get
Yeah,
that checked
probably.
out.
Yeah, but we've got the A+ crew instead of like the B crew or the C crew or something. Anyway,
We're just
Yeah.
Our crews are just made up of whoever bothers to show up.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Harry was going to show up today, but he's at a friend's place and he decided not to come on Skype. And I'm like, screw you!
Fun.
What a
Anyway,
dick.
he doesn't care about the people.
We love the people. I love you, people.
So, hang on, can we actually like say this before I forget this week about the Showdown tournament?
Sure.
Sure, you can say it. Good
We're
luck.
having a Showdown tournament, that's it. Listen for further podcasts
Okay.
to be known when the Showdown tournament is.
Wow, you-
Winner gets something.
You are
Probably
really great at
cash.
transmitting information.
Well, I said stay tuned for more. Not like in this episode, but
I know,
later.
but everything you say, oh yeah, this happened. Oh, would you like to elaborate? No.
Oh,
No.
suck a doodle. And apparently we have one question.
Alright.
But that's okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
do
we
we have
do.
a question?
That's
Well, Why don't we tackle that
because
first?
we can do it last.
Go for
we can do
that.
it last.
Okay. Okay, if we do it last, that's
It's fine
too.
by me.
Here, I will re-elaborate a little. So, we're having a showdown tournament at some point in the near future, probably in the next, I don't know, month, maybe. And it's going to be fun. You can either, I don't know whether we're going to do random teams not, but you can stay tuned for that fun
I vote
stuff.
random teams.
Me
It
too.
makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
Random teams is a lot easier, and it's probably just going to be simpler to do it that way. So assume random at the moment, but we could probably do something in the future if we wanted to build teams.
I could
and
probably
such.
rope one of my friends into just playing with us.
There's an idea.
He always plays
You
on
know,
it during
apparently
school, so.
my... You know, apparently... Just keep going, but I was just about to say, apparently my YouTube password's being changed by somebody.
Your actual one?
Wasn't me.
Yeah, the Viva Lugatti account, so I'm gonna have to do that while you guys are going. Keep going, I can fix it while we're talking.
Yeah.
Okie doke. So, how was your week, Stefan?
Kind of stressful. I fucked myself
Oh,
over
I'm
with.
sorry.
I
Why,
screwed
anything
myself
good?
over with a project but had to cram it in last night, so it was not very fun.
that's
And it was
horrible.
biology, not exactly my strongest subject.
How long has school been back over
Yeah, I
there?
gotcha.
It's February, so it's been back in for a while.
Well, we've only been back for a week.
Yeah, I've been back for 2 weeks.
I think I got back a couple days after New Year's.
That sucks. My
Yeah,
sympathies.
well, you're in college, I'm in high school. You got more stuff to worry about.
No, that's really not true. My worries at this point is, do I have homework on Monday? I don't think so, but I probably do, but I really don't care. That's not true for any of my professors that may or may not hear of me in the near future. I do my homework, I swear. But no.
Yeah.
Anyway. Josh, anything good happen to you this week?
No. I'm still trying to access my account at the moment.
Oh,
That
I'm
sucks
sorry.
to be you.
People are dumb.
My password was changed. I'm doing the changed password and I still can't enter my frigging account.
Just calm down. Don't start getting all pissed off, even though you pissed off is a very rare thing to see. Seriously, you are
Why
really
can't
calm
I
all the time.
access my YouTube account?
Yeah, this is
What the hell?
This is probably the you rarely
I'm not
ever.
angry at the moment.
The
I'm just
angriest we've seen
saying
Josh.
I can't get in my YouTube.
He never gets angry. This is like angry for him, and that's not even really that bad.
Well, is that a good thing or a bad
Mhm.
thing? Like, with all seriousness.
It's a good thing that you don't get very angry, but at the same time, it can also screw you over in the long run. Sorry, I'm yawning as I talk.
Thanks, I suppose.
It's very late. It's expected.
You guys just keep talking. I'll put in my 20 cents when I can figure this out.
Do you even have that much? Let's be
I
honest.
got like
here.
$1.50. That's like
There you
$2
go, good
to you
job.
guys because my money's more expensive or something. I don't know. Anyway,
Let's go with that.
So, yeah, I'll just let
Actually-
that slide.
I actually just got back from performing at a
Yep.
basketball game today.
that's
I
You
don't
play?
Well, I play an instrument. I don't play basketball.
Okay, you're in the band. What
I
instrument
play
do you
the
play?
clarinet.
Oh, that's pretty ballin',
Yeah,
actually.
it's pretty underrated, even to me. I really think more of the brass instruments are much more interesting. But someone's got to do it.
I can't blame you. Yeah, exactly. I used to play trumpet back in like middle and high school, and then my parents just got so entirely pissed at all the noise I made that they took it away and said I was never
My
playing it
parents
again.
are the
And I
my
haven't
parents
since.
are the complete opposite. They actually want me to practice more.
Well, at the same time, you probably were making more coherent music than I was. Legitimately, I was just sitting there blowing into the trumpet for noise and then occasionally pushing one of the plungers down to make something else.
Yeah,
Nice.
I'm actually really interested in getting better at the clarinet. I'm be like going pro or something crazy like that because let's be honest, I suck too bad to
Yep.
do that.
Let's be honest, there's no such thing as going pro with an instrument. It's go pro with games, buddy.
He has a point, dude. He has a point.
I'm not doubting that. I use my vocabulary as I try.
Good call. Good call. I won't bitch at you for it.
But yeah, I also am learning the saxophone, so I'm a bit more interested in that. But yeah,
That's cool. All the woodwind instruments, kind of, minus the sax, but
yeah. Well, the saxophone's probably one of the easiest ones to learn.
yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Anyway, so let's see, what fun stuff do I have to talk about? I can self-plug myself if you want. I just uploaded the new video today for my channel, but whatever.
What video?
It was a long showdown match where I ended up going down. It was the one I was telling you about earlier, Josh. I went down to one fucking Pokemon and proceeded to sweep the entire rest of the guy's team. Luckily,
Right.
I had something similar to that today, but
But
did you take out all 6?
I took out 5 of the
Yeah.
6. One of them went down with my 5th.
Yeah, you had a much more epic experience. Mine, I had like half his team to go up against.
Ugh. I mean, I love the game, but when you get the most shitty random team, it's like it just destroys.
this
You
was
just want to sit
terrible.
there and cry for like
Earlier
a good
today, I
minute.
was up against my friend because we had nothing better to do during our class period. And I got a team that's like
Yep.
almost entirely made up of bugs, minus like 2 Pokemon. And he had,
Dude, I had the
what's
same
worse is
exact
that
thing.
he had a Reshiram. I'm pretty sure it's pronouncing it wrong, but
I thought it was Reshiram.
Reshiram.
the point is,
Yeah.
he had an epic fire type, and I had almost an entire bug team. So, yeah, I was pretty
Yep.
boned.
Yeah, me and Josh were playing earlier before we started, and it was like, oh, look, I got a Venonat, a Venomoth, a fucking 2 more bugs, and he's got a fire type. Great. This is not going to end well. Poof.
He actually,
And he
my
had a
friend,
Cyndaquil.
he didn't even actually use the Reshiram that much. It was this Chatot with the freaking heat wave
Yep.
attack.
Come on, Heatwave.
Yeah,
Rude.
it can learn
Yeah.
a lot of things. It is one of those mimickers.
Good point.
But yeah,
So yeah, definitely random teams are fun, but can be really
can
bad
really
at some
piss you off.
points. Yep. So let's see, what else do I got? So the Rooster Teeth podcast. I know I mentioned it on the fucking website, and you had
Yeah, I
noticed it,
commented.
Stefan. But so yeah, in their latest podcast, they actually talked for a good while about the new Pokemon game coming out, and they were talking about actually getting at least Gus and Kerry, Miles, and I assume Monty, because I figure Monty's just as much into it
He's
as the
probably
rest
too
of us.
busy working to
are
be
going to be-
playing, but I can't narrow it out.
Yeah, he occasionally needs an hour break or so. That's perfect timing. But so they will all be getting the new Pokemon game and probably playing it. And at that point, it was like, ooh, let's see if we can get them to do some stuff with us. So I've tried to I've tried to weasel my way in a little, and I'm working around trying to see if I can get Miles to do something, maybe, if
Yeah.
we're lucky.
Maybe.
But they all are working. They got Ruby and RVB to worry about, so
Yeah, exactly. So don't expect much, but if something random comes along, then woohoo, we're awesome.
I've reset my password like 3 times now, and I still can't get into my account.
Well, let's see. You have the reset email for the
I've done that
password?
like 3 times now. I've fixed it, and I've kept changing it. I still can't access my account.
Hmm.
did someone hack you or something?
Well, I don't know. I've been able to change
Hey.
my password.
Can you get in the Gmail account that's linked
It's my
with it?
Hotmail account, and yeah, I can.
Okay. Well, if you can get into that and there's no problems with it, then it might just be their server screwing up. If I had
But
to
I haven't
guess.
been able to get into my
Be-
YouTube account for about a week now. I thought that it
Okay,
would have been
well,
fixed
then
by
I would
now.
email. Well, then maybe someone is doing something more to it than just changing your password, and you probably should give them an email and tell them what's happening.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm no genius at this stuff. I'm only going to school as an IT major, not a hacking major. So
But how exactly would I email them to get them to help me out?
The help.
you here, yeah. I mean, there's got to be a help thing on the bottom of the page. I can't tell you
The
exactly
only help
where.
thing that it comes up with is how to change my account. It's all it says is can't access your account. You enter your username, and then it sends you instructions how to reset your password. That's all it does.
Well,
Hold on. Let me look.
I'm assuming there must be a way to contact them if there's serious issues going on.
Enter an email address where we can contact you.
There you go. You already got it. You beat me to it.
Anyway, keep talking.
Anywho, so let's see. Rooster Teeth stuff. Speaking of Rooster Teeth stuff, the W trailer's coming out on Valentine's Day.
Actually, something worthwhile on Valentine's Day.
Oh, don't say that. I got to figure out some way to tell the girlfriend I'm not leaving my room until I get to see
yeah, I
that trailer.
remember.
It's not gonna be pretty. I honestly think I'm going to get dumped that day just because of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's something exciting to look forward to.
I'm definitely interested.
I'm hoping that all the characters are going to be compoundingly more awesome per character. So I'm hoping by the time they get to like Black and Yellow, the characters are going to be so mad crazy that I'm just going to fall instantly in love with it.
Yeah. I think it's kind of cool. Speaking with Ruby, the Ruby group that was made on the RT site, they decided they wanted to like pull together and get a statue for Monty of Ruby.
Oh,
Yeah.
did they? I actually haven't. I mean, I think I saw one of their posts earlier, and I read a piece of it, and then I was just like, oh, nope, I'm done
Yeah.
reading this. Oh,
Yeah, I
well.
think they wanted to pull together and be able to make a miniaturized statue or maybe something decent size to send to Monty as like I guess a thank you for making the show.
Oh, yeah, here it is, actually. I just got down to it. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a great thing, especially if it does as well as we're all expecting it to at that point. I would not be opposed to sending him a statue.
I'd love to help, but don't really have any money to put into internet dollars, so
Yeah, exactly. I know that feeling all too well. I've been working my ass off.
I would get a job, but my school courses are taking up way too much of my time.
Here.
Josh wouldn't know anything about that.
What?
Josh is still tweeting out about his email. Let him be. Let the poor man
Yeah,
be.
I'm much calmer today.
What?
And Josh is much more absent-minded today, I guess. Probably just because he's worrying about his email.
5, 6, 7.
What?
Well, do you blame me? I mean,
I do not. My brother had to deal with something stupid like that a year ago, I think. Well, actually, one of his quote-unquote friends decided to hack his account, so...
wait, what? When was the last time you invalidate? It must be between.
You're not talking to us, are you?
No, I'm not. I'm just reading.
No, he's not. He's reading. So I have an interesting thing. I don't know. I assume you guys are on Facebook ultimately. I don't know or don't really care. But, so, I got this email the other day, and it was from legalnotice@facebook.com, and I went, that just looks like spam, but it's in my normal email folder, so I'll read it. So I open it up, and it goes, you are receiving this email because you may have been featured in a sponsored story on Facebook prior to December 3rd, 2012. And the federal court authorized this notice, and the court will be giving a settlement to all users who may be featured in a sponsored story, yada, yada, yada. Legitimately, it's just a ton of legal bullshit. And then at the bottom it goes, your legal rights and options in the settlement. You can submit a claim form. You can exclude yourself. You can object to the claim. You can go on a supposed fairness hearing, or you can just do nothing about it. And each of them has, like, options and stuff and what it'll do. And it's like, ultimately, you get down to the end of each of them, and at the end it says, you won't be getting any monetary value for this. You won't be getting any monetary value for this. You don't get jack shit beyond I'm sorry we featured you in a sponsored story. And ultimately, at the bottom, it's like, if you do nothing, you will not receive anything. The court will not do anything to you, and you have no problems. We're sorry. And I was like, all right, great.
Look at this picture. I just got to show you something really weird. This is in regards to my YouTube.
Alright, let's... loading it up.
Alright then. Once you're both done, I can delete the picture.
Uh-huh. This is gonna be interesting.
It will. Just, like, read the date that I put in for, like, the last time I was able to access my account, then read the warning message underneath it, like the notification message.
Hold on. Trying to read. Gotta dive through stuff.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's taking forever. Why is it taking so long?
Files can't contain viruses. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
it doesn't. It's just a friggin' paint picture.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. For those of you at home, we have a picture that says password help for blah blah blah, and then a ton of the password reset stuff.
Yeah, but, like, it goes.
You're-
Look at this. It goes,
Alright, let's...
Invalid
Yeah,
date. Year must be between
1990 and
1990 and
2014, and the date was
2014.
2013.
Maybe it doesn't like you. Switch it to 2012. Hey, look, there's my beautiful mug. I see my beautiful mug on there. I'm glad no one else can see this because if anyone else did.
Screen cap?
Yes, it
Nice.
was. I'm right on the bottom.
When's the last time you were able to sign into an account? When did you create your account? Invalidate, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Anyway,
Just try 2012 and go
I don't
for
know
that
which.
instead.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't really know what I could tell you to help you.
Keep trying. Shit, I gotta do my payroll. Speaking of that, thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome. Perhaps.
Yeah, I guess.
Payroll.
And if I don't do it now, though, I won't get paid
Ah.
this week, so I kind of got to do it.
Everyone,
Anywho,
I guess that's like could be
Go
our
ahead.
heading.
I'm listening.
This week on the podcast, everyone gets distracted by their personal lives.
Yeah, my personal life took a lot out of me, and I need my pay.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, so
Yeah, anywho.
I still can't work this out.
Man, recently I've been going back and rewatching a bunch of Machinima's stuff, mostly Two Best Friends and 10 for the Win videos.
Oh my god, 10 for the win. I love those guys on occasion.
Some of them are pretty good, yeah.
But anyway, continue.
Yeah, mostly Two Best Friends though. Those ones are really funny, and you don't even really need to watch the video. You just need to listen to the commentary and just imagine what the hell's actually going on.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. When you guys told me I should take a look into them, I actually went and watched 3 of them. And I watched the one you told me and 2 others, and they just gave me a headache. Like, I just couldn't deal with it. And I was like, all right, well, I mean, they're kind of funny, and they're kind of cool, I guess, but sometimes they just gave me a headache, and I was like, nope, I'm actually good. I don't want to listen.
Alright, everyone.
No offense to them, of course. They're still great people.
Everyone has their preferences.
I mean, Stefan got me into this dude called Josh Scorcher, who's not too bad.
That's just because you have the same name. Let's be
No,
honest
it's
here.
actually not. He's like pretty friggin' entertaining.
Fair enough.
Wow, no. Never mind.
What?
It's just Josh always says fair enough all the time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I say that all the time. I will say any who in all the time, and I will say, let's see, what else? I'll say a lot, but that's like
anyone who
everybody.
just needs to think.
And 50-50 on whether I'm swearing my ass off half the time. But, you know, normal.
I usually only swear my ass off when I'm like sitting in my car or just in my room with no one in the house.
So wait, when you said your car, do you drive or?
I drive. I don't actually own a car, but whenever I'm in one of the cars and there's no one around, I just sometimes just let off a little steam.
Fair enough.
Let off a little. You're sitting there waving your arms like a madman, swearing they're fucking... I love sitting in a car. I'm totally derailing this conversation. I was fucking sitting in my truck yesterday, and I was driving back from, like, the grocery store, and this guy cuts in front of me on the highway and then proceeds to drive at, like, 20 miles under the speed limit. And the entire time, I'm sitting there waving my arms at him. I'm screaming. I'm swearing. My girlfriend's just sitting next to me going, you know, you have a real anger problem sometimes when people cut you off and make you mad. And I was like, I know. I'm sorry.
It could be worse. I mean,
Could have almost.
at least you're not like, yeah.
At least you didn't get hit, as I almost did today.
Oh,
I
did
was
you? What
pulling out
happened?
of a parking lot, and some lady was not paying attention and completely started going into my lane.
Oh, that
Yeah, it
sucks.
was really close, and there was another car coming in the oncoming lane, so it was very lucky that I didn't actually get hit.
Yep.
People driving.
Yeah.
It's madness, man. Madness.
Trying to think of something interesting to talk about from this week.
This week, the Let's Plays with SHRT have nothing to do.
I've been trying to upload my most recent Mega Man X Let's Play, except I use Fraps and the file is really freaking big. One time I tried to set it up as I had it set up to be saved to the file because I use Windows Movie Maker, and just have it go on that, and hopefully it would be finished when I get home from school. 9 hours later, I get home and it's only barely like 50% done. And I had
Oh
to
my
cancel
God.
it because I had to work on the biology thing I talked about earlier. So I'm gonna have to redo it again
Yeah.
later.
I was gonna say, like, why don't you just like do it overnight?
I did do it overnight one time, and that still did about the same thing. So I'm gonna maybe like after we're done talking and I have to head to bed, I'll leave my computer on all night and probably all day. Hope we can finally.
Seriously? I mean, I'm no godsend at recording stuff off my computer. I use a frickin' program that is, I don't know, 2-3 years old now. It's called Livestream Procaster for all you people who don't know what I'm
I
talking
don't.
about. I mean, here, let me throw you a link if it's up here still. I'm not sure. I don't know whether the most updated version or not is out currently, but I use one that's probably 4 or 5. It used to be a direct, like, League of Legends direct streaming. You turn it on and you play and people watch you over the internet instantly. Streaming? Yeah, streaming.
Who plays
yeah,
League of
fancy
Legends?
that.
Let's be serious.
Me.
I do. I play it all the time.
I hate you
love
both.
it.
into
Anyway,
it.
let's go. Proceed.
So, long story short is Livestream used to do just pure live streaming, and then they put a button on it a little while back that says save a copy of all the streaming and or video that you're recording into your video file. And ultimately, that's what I did, and from then on out, I've just been saving all the videos off of it, and it's never really had a problem with graphics or lag or anything. Occasionally, I get a bit of a...
How big
What?
is the
Yeah.
files that it saves? That's my problem.
Here, let me check my
Because
latest
that's why my video
I
takes so
can
long
tell you
to
that.
try and save, is because the Fraps makes really big files.
Okay, so I have a 36-minute video, and that's 114 megs.
Alright, I'm gonna compare it to mine if I can find it. Because I do not have...
Easier way to do it, 5 minutes is 20 megs.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how good a quality will it be for Mega Man?
Well, I don't know how good a quality his computer has. It's going to be the same quality Fraps will give you, only a different program.
My computer isn't the greatest, so it probably wouldn't be doing all that amazing stuff, but it can... it's the background sound I kind of want to have, because usually it's just me talking and you watching the video, because...
I thought that Fraps recorded sound, didn't
It
it?
does, but I've never really used Fraps before. I've mostly been either using HyperCam or something other that never worked.
I can log into all of my other YouTube accounts, but I can't log into my main one.
Is your account-
Maybe, it's been friggin' ice. What's what I'm looking for?
suspended?
Yeah, that.
I don't see why that would happen.
If you remember that Saints Row video
And
that
they
I did, I
would've-
got a couple of infringements on it.
Well, that's just one video.
Well, they would have let you know... Yeah, they would have let you know saying that, A, you have infringements, and B, on top of it, if the infringements were that bad, they would have said, we're going to be suspending your account in 24 hours, remove all your crap on it.
Well, the second that an infringement goes up, I just remove the video straight away, usually.
Yeah. Well, under that logic, I highly doubt they deleted
Well, it's
your
still
account.
up. It's just I can't get into it.
Well, they can't keep it up if it's been suspended, is the other
Hold
piece.
on, I can click. I can see my account here. I just can't log into it.
Yeah, I can see yours, too.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll work it out later. I'll tweet YouTube or something. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, fix your crap."
I'm not so sure.
Oh, Twitter.
Not so sure Twitter is the best way to do it, but you can
Well, I
try
can't-
whatever works.
Here's the thing though. When I tried to do it on the computer here, it tells me that stupid 2012 2014 thing, and there's nothing that I can do to fix that either.
Hmm.
And I'm not getting angry because of the people. Anyway, let's keep going.
How would the people factor into that?
Because they don't want to hear me screaming.
So what? People will get used to you screaming. People will get used to anybody screaming. They will get the fuck
And
over
plus,
it.
Nice.
if anyone who watches this watches like the Internet Box or the actual or the RT podcast,
Yeah,
they're probably
seriously.
used to that.
Any gaming, any comedy podcast, because they technically moved to comedy now, but let's
Yeah.
not get into that. Everybody screams, everybody swears, everybody laughs and burps and farts and pisses, though I admit I can't pee from here. It's just the part of life. Either people will get over it, or people will bitch and whine and stop watching it.
Yep.
Whatever.
Also, speaking of which, this was pretty funny. The other day, I was in school taking a test. It was like dead silent, and
And you
someone
cheated.
no.
Anyway.
I have some standards. I break them a couple times, but I have
And I
standards.
jizzed in my pants.
But anyway, I'm just sitting there taking a test. It's dead silent. Then out of nowhere, someone in the hallway yells out, "Mark Nut!" And I was just
Mark
laughing my
Nut.
ass off. And it echoed too. I actually almost fell out of my chair because I was laughing so hard. Some people were thinking, "Are you okay? What's wrong with you?" And I looked at my friend who happened to be
That's
the guy
epic.
who also plays on Pokemon Showdown, and he was laughing too because he was also a fan of Rooster Teeth. And it
That's
was the
funny.
funniest
That's
shit.
really funny.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the student got
So,
caught or something,
I just-
or he got lucky, but it really made my day. It was really great.
It would have made my day too, to be honest with you. It's just like, that would have been hilarious.
I really wish that a lot of kids around my college were not like me. Please God, no. More than one of me would be awful. But
Sitting there
but
dying
they
from,
actually
like,
did
not
what I
getting
did.
medication and then...
Oh yeah, of course. It would be brutal over here if there were more than one me. But like seriously, if I just yelled that, I swear 3/4, if not all of my college would be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah.
And I'd just sit there going, "Well, I thought it was funny."
Mm.
And I hope you guys know for the rest of this podcast, I'm going to be trying to make my voice turn into penises on Audacity, just because I remembered that. And I was sitting here watching it and was like, hey, that almost looked like a
You know,
penis.
speaking of Gavin, have you guys seen the most recent Rage Quit?
The surgeon
Yes,
thing?
with the
That
fucking
thing was
simulator.
hilarious. I loved it every moment.
It wasn't really a wage...
I
he
was
hasn't really been
rolling.
rage quitting lately, if you know what I mean.
Doesn't matter. That was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was.
he's been a lot more mellow, but at the same time, that guy must have... Yeah, I mean, I swear to God, he must have the heart of like an ox, and he's not going to have a brain aneurysm. Like, I swear to God, he's going to, but
He
he's
almost
just not.
did.
He's just
Like
gonna
a couple
prove
of
me
weeks
wrong.
ago, well, about a month or two ago on Internet Box, he went to hospital because his heart was playing up.
Yeah.
I do not remember that, but
I mean-
we'll go with it.
There was a tweet about it because I noticed it actually that day, and I saw him in the hospital with the weird hospital gown on. It was kind of funny, but anyway, I swear to God, he's gonna do something to himself with all that raging. But at the same time, I think we all kind of rage just differently,
Yeah.
so I won't
He just
comment.
happens to do it in a very entertaining way.
Exactly.
Oh my god. What kind of
Yeah, I
pussy?
think I've watched it already like 3 times today, just because it's that much fun.
I'll admit I watched it twice because I didn't know until Michael actually tweeted something about there being the last 20 seconds where they really screwed
yeah.
something up. And I was like, I watched it until the logo. I usually always do just because
Yeah.
it's simpler. And then I was like, shit, I gotta go back and watch this last 20
Well,
seconds.
you can't just watch the last 20 seconds, though.
No, exactly. I watched the whole thing over again, then the last 20 seconds and died.
Yeah, I love Gavin. He's so much fun.
I love his voice. Like, all right, so I'm going to sound creepy no matter what. I would give my left nut, my left mark
Mark
nut, to have a
nut.
British accent. Mark nut. Anyway, I want a British accent. Like, I would do anything for one. I love them. I just don't know
I
why.
agree. British accents are actually pretty fun.
But it's only a male one.
Yeah.
If you give me a female British person, nope. Sorry, you don't interest me at all. No offense to the female British people. You're hot. Don't get me wrong. But, no. I want a male British accent.
Sometimes female British accents, it's definitely, I wouldn't say I hate it, but it's definitely not as entertaining or as, I don't know, James Bond is. I'm just going with something there as a male voice.
Nope, yeah. Yep. So yeah, there you go. Gift it to me, people. Just give me the British accent. I won't.
Yeah,
I
I would love
don't
to go
ask for
into the
much.
theater just so I can learn to do accents and then just learn how to do a British accent, and I just talk in that accent for the rest of my life.
If you're like me, you'll sound like the annoying British person, like... Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm half
Yeah,
yawning.
well.
I sit there. It's like I was gonna comment, and then I was like,
It's
nope.
almost 12 o'clock where you are. Where you are.
Yeah, but that doesn't
Oh,
mean
it's funny.
jack.
I was
I'll probably be up
bored,
till
so I
3.
decided just to search in Mark Nutt on Google, and I found a page where
Yeah.
like someone, I think Reddit page where someone made a link or wanted everyone to talk about their favorite RT quote and why or whatever that. Bunch of people, Mark Nutt, Tease It. Trying to think of some other ones, but definitely a lot of Gavin ones.
Well, legitimately, Gavin, and as Gavin said in this latest podcast, he was like, yeah, the only reason I make up words is because I'm trying not to swear. And I was like, all right, I can understand that. That's good of him to try and keep the level reasonable because Michael swears his ass off, and Jeff and Jack really don't care half the time. So it's good that he's actually trying to level it, but that's where he gets his crazy words because he just tries to finish a word instead of saying shit. He gets like sausages or
And he doesn't
fucking
mumble.
whatever.
It's just like as if he actually uses that word all the time. It just comes out naturally. It's not like blah. It's just bang.
Yep, exactly. On topic of Gavin though, before I forget. All right, so what do you call the female part between their legs? Because everybody's been talking about this. It's the podcast on the fucking site, and it's like, all right. So I sit there and I'm looking at my girlfriend today. I was like, "Hey, babe," and she goes, "Yeah," and I go, "What do you call the thing between your legs?" I asked the female this. I definitely hindsight. I shouldn't
Probably
have asked.
shouldn't have,
And she goes,
idiot.
"What the?" She goes, "What the fuck do you mean? What do I call the thing?" And I was like, "What do you call it?" Like, if I bring it up in normal conversation, I say, "Babe, how's your?" And she goes, "Go ahead, finish the sentence. You first." And I go, "Well, I'd say pussy. Like that's what I'd normally go to." And she's like, "Okay." And I go, "What do you go to?" And she goes, "Am I trying to be polite or not?" And I go, "Normal. You're talking to me." And she goes, "I'd say pussy too." And I was like, "Okay." And I go, "Polite?" And she goes, "I'd go vagina at that point." And I was like, "Okay, good." And that was the end of the conversation. And I walked away at that point. I haven't seen it for the rest of the day, don't get me wrong.
I wonder why.
Might be regretting it in the long run. No, thankfully she just told me she was going to bed. So I know she's not ignoring me for this. I love you, honey. Anyway.
You don't need to butter her up as long as she's going to
well-
listen to this, unless you linked it to the last one.
I don't even have a link to the last one, in all
That's
brutal
good. I don't
honesty.
think anybody here actually watches it or listens to it.
I usually don't need to because either I
Um,
edit it, so I have to listen to it a couple of times, or
So do I, but with all seriousness, let's get specific here and be like, only the people that really edit it watch it or listen to it.
I really
Yeah,
listened
exactly.
to mine and yours before Jason came on because I wanted to try and add
Oh, you
pictures to
said-
different points instead of just having the same logo all the time.
I
But-
wait. I downloaded the first one like as an MP3, like because I figured that we made it, so I'm gonna download it, and listen to it. Like anyway, I listened to it and I'm like, well, this was actually half entertaining. I got the arse abused out of me because like I didn't know that one of the 101 Dalmatians was named Woof and Bark.
I don't know any of the names, so
Neither do I. That's why it was funny.
I actually remember that
Oh, I actually found it.
vaguely.
Huh.
Well, I remember the podcast,
Anywho.
not the Dalmatians. I just remember the podcast, listening to that.
So I just totally lost. Oh, so back to the question. What do you guys call it? I still want an answer. I'm gonna be pushy and not let you be
Can I just
Gavin.
like say that I don't really want to answer this because my mother's like sitting a room away from me.
Okay, fair enough. I obviously abstaining that is
But
okay.
I would call it the
I will
same
not
as
hound
you.
you for it. Okay, you go with the normal call. Stefan, you?
I definitely don't try to come up with words, so I probably just go with the normal call too.
Okay. And I mean, ultimately, everybody else that I jokingly asked the question, my roommate and a couple of the guy friends that I know, even my RA, when he heard I played him the snippet out of the cast, and he goes, "Yeah, I'd call it pussy too," without even thinking about it. So I mean, it's definitely not weird to call it that, and I'm not going to hound people that don't. I'm not going to hound people that do. I'm not going to hound people that call it a clunge.
For a second, I thought
Gavin.
you said
Hey-o.
pound instead of pound.
I thought he said pound.
Yeah, I'm going to pound Gavin for calling it a clunge. Exactly. Gavin, you're retarded. There you go. I said it. I'm sorry.
Get over it. Alright,
Nah,
but
Gavin's
now that
awesome.
I'm actually like
Yeah, get over it.
legitimately here and not worried about my YouTube account, 'cause there's nothing I can do for the moment anyway.
Right.
So now that I'm not here, well, now that I am here and I'm actually paying attention to everything, I do have something I could talk about.
Shoot.
Okay.
So, yesterday I went for a university, like a sort of like an in workplace university course thing, and I had an interview, and like you're probably going to be like legitimately not happy with me here, but like you know how in most interviews they ask you why do you think that we should hire you, or like why do you think we should
Yep.
accept you? I got absolutely stunned by that question. I can't remember what I said, but it was like because I'm a nice, honest person and I will do anything. Blah 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 blah. I was like, well, this was like after a minute pause. I'm like,
Yeah, that's usually
um.
that's usually something
Well-
you have to think about a little bit before
Yeah, they just dropped
going
it on
to
me,
do
and I'm like, I literally said, listen, if I was applying for this online, I could sit here and like think about this for an hour whilst I write it out, and then they're like, all right, we'll take your time. I sat there for like, I'm going, help me, I don't know the answer.
It's worse when you're just put on the spot with something and you're all.
That wasn't the
that's
worst
why-
part of it, to like be specific. There was like another part, like, because after they interviewed me, I had to do a quiz, and I'm sitting there, and like I'm actually decent at math, like fairly decent at math, and I was sitting there, and like because I was doing a test for like a course, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I completely froze up, and I had to use a calculator, and I've forgotten how to do half of this, like half of the math problems and all that like crap on a calculator for like algebra and stuff, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, well, I think I may have just screwed myself over again.
I'm probably
Anyway.
never gonna forget how to use a calculator just because of I'm keep getting stuck in all these really high level math classes because apparently I'm really smart, which I kind of doubt.
Yeah, but like keep in mind here, like I haven't been studying or anything for like 2 years.
That's also a good point. You haven't been in school recently.
Yeah, well I finished school and then I took a couple of years off. It's
As
time
most
for me to
people
get
do.
off my arsehole.
I'm not on your asshole.
Good job, buddy.
I said it's time for me to get off my arsehole.
Oh well. That just heads on to where I think I'm really stupid.
I've also read a book this week. I read like one book in 2 days.
Wow.
I feel special.
What book?
Now, wait. No, you can't count the Walking Dead book
Yeah, you
as a
can.
book.
Alright, I can,
No!
fine, I read half a book in 2 days then. How's that?
There you go. That's
So, yeah,
better.
Walking
I
Dead
was-
book?
Yeah, it's like the first 12 or like 13 issues of the comics, like in a hardback book, and it's friggin' awesome. I tweeted a picture of it.
I haven't been on Twitter in like a couple days.
That's not surprising.
I'll admit, I'm sitting here looking at mine as we're
Yeah, like I
talking.
tweeted a picture of it. Like I tweeted it to, I think it was like at Mr. Matt Debate. I'm like, I'm going to read, and he's like, yeah, I won't have the patience to do that, and I'm like, I do. But yeah. Anyway,
You sound so creepy when you do that laugh.
I do. Anyway, I also got my motorbike back up and running. Yay!
sweet.
I'm mobile again. So yeah, that's pretty much my week.
That's good.
And then I've been trying to help a friend out online because something happened in his life and it's sad. That's about it.
Should we go into more detail or should we just avoid that?
Let's just avoid it.
All right.
Trust me, I'm not
Okay,
going to repeat what
avoided.
it is, so let's just avoid it.
Yeah,
so
let's do that.
But like now that I'm actually here and I can talk about the showdown thing, seeing as though I was sort of stressed out at first. Pretty much showdown tournament. So you two are going to be involved. I heard you saying that Stefan was going to add a friend.
I could
Or
probably
two,
get him to do
Or
it.
3,
Yeah.
or 4, or 5, or 6, or 7, or 8. I want to get like maybe 6 or 8 people so that we can like go through an actual tournament and like have a winner instead of like doing 2 matches, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
So like I'm thinking like if we could actually get enough people, we could do a tournament and like actually set a prize up for first place. You wouldn't have to do anything, Stefan. You don't have any money.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. What were we talking about?
Showdown
was
tournament.
Showdown tournament.
I looked down for 1 minute to find you on Twitter, Josh. And when I look up, all I hear is, we're going to get a prize, and we're going to do this and that. And I was like, oh,
What do you mean you're
shit.
trying to find me on Twitter? Are you following me or not?
I think I just
think
did.
you just did.
Assuming I followed
He
you on.
thinks I just.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Wow.
you just have to look
Well,
for that
it's
retarded
under the-
avatar of his. So
Whoa! At least it's
Oh,
not me holding
no,
a
no,
friggin'
he
thing
doesn't-
of beans.
what?
Okay, then I didn't
Wait,
follow
what?
the right Josh.
I said, look, my Twitter handle's the Viva Lugjati. I said, at least my friggin' avatar's not me holding like a friggin' pot full of beans.
That's not my. Oh, yeah, this avatar. That's just because I wanted to use something that actually a picture of me and not just some avatar.
Well, I'm sorry. Have you seen me? I'm friggin' ugly. Okay.
Okay,
Jeez,
you
let's
have
get
a-
over that.
Don't self-inflict damage here. You're probably
If you want
not
to see a
that
picture of me,
ugly.
go to the friggin' Rooster Teeth website and like find my Digimon one.
You with short hair definitely doesn't work.
Digimon.
Yeah, well, I got long hair at the moment. It's like friggin' all over the place.
Bounce chicka bounce.
Like it's not too long, but it's not too short, and it's like friggin' messy as.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much that. Unless like one of you guys have got to add to anything I said. Oh, I've also ordered the second issue of the Walking Dead book, and Mum's gonna pay for it.
Awesome.
And
I've
Aw.
actually
Love your mom.
I
kind of like
also
a,
think she's buying my.
Wait. In honor of Ray, shout out to
I
Josh's
also
mom.
think that she's going to be buying me the Dead Space 3, which is cool.
I need to get Dead Space 1 before I
That's
do that.
good.
Just play Dead Space. Just play
I'm
through
not
Dead
touching
Space 3
any of
with
them.
me. I mean, I can explain the story as we're going along.
I already know
And
the
I'm pretty-
story because I'm not always that worried about spoilers.
My story, my Dead
Spoiler
Space story
alert.
is going to be this stuff on. It's going to be like, well, they crash landed on a planet and they found this thing and it turned everybody into aliens.
I already
The
know
aliens
that.
became
You don't
zombies
need-
and then
Oh,
they
no.
ate people.
You don't need to explain that to me.
Oh no.
And
Also,
plus,
you
that's
know what-
basically how any alien horror zombie thingamajig goes.
Yeah, you're right. Can I just like? Oh wait. Can I just
Oh,
like explain
no.
something? We also last week we also sort of forgot to do the pony review.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh, how could we forget such a horrible thing?
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. Not all of us are pony lovers.
Yeah.
Eh,
Go ahead. Have
I
I'm
am-
fun.
not doing it yet.
I'll-
We're near the end
I
of
sometimes
this
actually
podcast, are we?
take sides with the brony hater sometimes.
Yeah, but everyone who like calls himself a brony is usually like a faggot, and they're like, "Oh, the show's awesome. I've got like figurines and T-shirts and
One of the
friggin'
people that
other
just
stuff."
won't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, one of those people.
People
Don't
like
get me
that
wrong.
bother
Don't get
me.
me wrong. The
and I wanna
show's
stab
good.
them.
I don't have any like clothes. I got a couple of the figurines and like I got some DVDs, but that's about it.
Yeah, I just draw pictures because a lot of people ask for it sometimes, or I'm just so bored I need something new to do.
Fair enough. I mean, I won't hound you guys for it. I'm an avid Pokemon lover. I have been ever since I was
Listen,
like
there's
6.
ponies in Pokemon. You
So-
got Ponyta and friggin' other horse things like Rapid
Yeah,
Ash.
yeah.
Seriously, Josh,
I mean,
seriously,
rightly-
you're gonna do that?
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm not Mike.
No, we're each allowed to like our own things. I will not hound you more than hot ponies. That's the only thing you'll get out of me.
Yeah.
Have you like actually sat down and watched an episode though, or not?
Yes, I've sat down and watched a couple of episodes. My RA actually in my dorm is a
Yeah,
avid
you
brony.
kind of explained
Avid.
that last week.
But like when you
Yeah.
sat down, were you like, okay, this is good, or were you like, this is crap, or like intermediate?
I was like, it was intermediate. Some of it was funny. I will give it to you. Some of it was crap, and then some of it made me want to plunge my bloody eyes out.
Nice.
Yeah, I can expect
So, but at the same time, I mean, I will admit right now, I love to death Adventure Time.
that. I can agree
I've
with that.
a
I've
mini
watched a
Finn
couple
and
of
Jake
episodes.
sitting on my
I
desk.
find it pretty cool.
I'm not. I can't
I've-
watch that show here. I haven't found anywhere to watch it, and like, I can't be stuffed like sitting down trying to find episodes on YouTube.
Fair enough.
So yeah.
Sorry, I was blowing my nose and I didn't want to bother you, so I
You're
muted
still
my
sick.
mic.
That's fine.
No, thankfully I've recovered for the most part, but on the other hand, I still have allergies and crap, so ultimately I'm still suffering miserably because we had 2 60-degree weather days this week, and then a drop back to 20,
Oh.
and it was like, oh, okay, shorts and a t-shirt, pea coat, pants, sweatpants, sweatshirt, and I'm still freezing right now, sitting in
Well,
all
dude,
of that.
all you need to do is just take Dr. Gavin's advice and just don't get sick.
Subject of Dr.
Just
Gavin.
don't-
Check
yeah.
out this friggin' link. I found like the funniest link in revolves to the Rage Quit from yesterday.
Oh, I saw that the desktop thing. That's
Yeah,
actually
that.
pretty great. I was actually one of the first people to comment on it on
Wow.
Jack's profile.
Oh, that is just scary. Oh no, and Firefox just crashed on me. No.
I use Chrome.
I don't trust Dr. Free.
No, you should not. You should
I
not trust
wouldn't blame
any doctor in that office.
How long until they get like their own personal physician at the office?
I wouldn't trust any of them.
Well, no, actually, I feel like I could trust Jack. Just because Jack's not a dick, except for the beard. I'd expect him to be clean shaven.
Yeah, I just kind of He has his beard. You can just deal with that.
I have a beard at the moment, but it's nowhere
Yep,
near as long
exactly.
as Jack's.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. There's a couple of guys in my school
I
that
don't.
decided to grow out really huge beards, and
Are they like ones that don't really look like a beard, and like they're missing patches, or?
No, they're full beards, except they just really don't take care of them all that well.
Actually, looking back on this interview from yesterday, I probably should have shaved. I look like friggin' homeless at the moment.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
It might.
I gotta get back into freaking interviewing soon for internships. I'm not excited.
It's probably gonna be like the start of my summer or spring or wherever it comes.
One of you should just like joke around and be like, "Hey, can I have a friggin' internship at RT?"
What?
No, trust me, I already did. Already
Plus, you
tried.
actually
What?
have to be local in order to get an internship.
Yeah.
Nah, I guess like sleep in a friggin'
You
hotel for the whole
physically have
time.
to be local.
Well,
to
you
that.
I
can't
can
do
sleep in
that,
the
except-
hotel's garbage.
Oh, I
bin.
told them. I told them flat out. I was like, I have no problem with working around you guys. I don't expect you to be housing me at all. And there was no response. Love Barbara and the rest of them to pieces, but it's been over 4 months and no response whatsoever. So I assume they didn't even look at it.
Yeah.
Maybe you weren't accepted. It's okay, dude. It's a cruel world.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'm not.
All right.
No, I'm okay. I'm not.
So does
worried
anyone
about it.
actually have anything to talk about before I go off on like another tangent here?
I was thinking of something and now I've lost it.
Alright, so has anybody here like ever tried doing a health kick, like eating healthy and like trying to lose a little bit of weight?
I'm trying to get
Yes.
more fit, but I'm not trying to lose weight.
Alright, well I'm trying to lose my gut because as you know, Stefan, I've got the second last interview for me joining the army like late Feb, and friggin' I'm eating really healthily, but I can't stand what I have to eat. I friggin' hate what I have to eat like so much.
Yeah.
Well, what's your health kit consist of?
Healthy,
What are you
like
eating? or
actually,
not
I'm actually
in that
eating
case?
vegetables now, and like I'm eating everything that my mother's cooking because like I usually just used to eat like fast food, and then I'm walking the dog now like 3 times a day, and occasionally going for a jog with him, and anyway, it'd help if I actually had runners, but like I have a pair of thongs because I can't afford shoes, so.
Wait. What did you
Thongs,
call them?
Sandals.
Okay. Let's start with the problem
Yeah,
of
I was-
you don't
I-
call sandals
No.
thongs.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Thongs
Here's
are
the
the
thing.
things
Here's the
you
thing.
wear over your
Thongs
crotch.
or flip flops or whatever. It's an Australian friggin'.
Yeah, of course, it's an
I
Australian
understand
thing
it's
because
Australian.
both me and Jason probably got the exact same picture when we
I
heard
know
you
what
say
you're
that.
thinking of, but like
I-
that's exactly.
I looked down and I was like, how does he? What?
Yeah, well, I know exactly what she's thinking, but it's like an Australian thing here, so like that's what I'm gonna call them. Okay.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I will make note for the future, but at the moment I'm dying laughing at you.
That would actually
Anyway,
make sense if you were like actually laughing, but you sitting there it's like I'm like dying laughing at you. There's like dead silence.
well, I'm not going to die laughing on the podcast. You don't want that. Then you will have more crap editing to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not editing this week. Stefan is.
I don't want to put Stefan through
Yeah, you
pain.
do. Everyone wants to put Stefan
Anyway.
through pain.
I can deal with it.
Okay, well, for the rest of the night, I will
There we
try
go.
my best. Anyway,
I'm usually surrounded by assholes,
I'll
so
admit-
whatever you guys whip out, it's probably not going to be that bad.
Whoa, let's not get whipping out things here. I don't think you want to see what we're gonna whip out.
yeah, not around assholes, please.
Wow.
I mean, if you're into that, I'm okay with it. I won't judge.
Alright, but yeah,
seriously.
like that's pretty much the end of my like friggin' thing. That's all I was gonna say. Like I have to eat
Okay.
healthy and stuff.
Well,
I hate what I'm
I
eating.
mean, health kicks suck. I will give it to you. I have been on one for God knows how long now. Probably a couple months. 2? Yeah, I bet 2 months now. It sucks. I go to the gym every night. It sucks.
Just like
badly.
jog
Running,
on the friggin'
I hate
treadmill,
it.
listen to like Internet Box and the RT podcast.
I jog on the track. Jogging on treadmills sucks, and it's bad for
Oh.
your knees. And my knees are already bad as it is. So, and no, they're not bad because I sit in them all the time, sucking dick.
You're the one
I
that made
didn't
that.
even
You
think
made
about
that
that.
reference, and
Eh,
we didn't.
No, I know. I know. I made the reference, but around my town, around my college, if you made that reference, you would instantly be thrown into the gay frat and mortally.
So are you part of a
fucked,
frat or?
legitimately? No, I'm not part of a frat. I do not believe in frats. I don't believe in running around naked around the campus in the wintertime just because you want to get into a frat. I'm sorry, that's just stupid and not.
Dude, I
worth
would
my
totally
time.
do that just for like the friggin' fun of it, like do it down the street.
Okay.
Ugh. In 15-degree weather,
Yeah.
good luck to you, Josh. My nuts are already freezing in my pants.
I'll consider doing it, like just for the fun of it. I mean, I got nothing better to do.
The fun of it.
Yeah, why not? What's
Yeah.
the worst that'll happen? I'll get taken to jail and someone will
Definitely
take a picture. It wouldn't be the worst picture of me online.
I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna.
Let's just jump over this.
I'm
shall
trying
we?
not to imagine what worse you could have online already.
Stefan, do you want to do the pony review?
It's a Spike one. That's it.
Well, I was gonna say if I could actually do my friggin' weird ass review, but I can't even remember the episode. Oh wait, yes I can. Was it? We've only seen the Spark one recently, haven't we? That's the newest one back yet, isn't it?
I don't remember.
There was also the Discord one.
Yeah, whatever. I think we already
You know-
talked about that one
I don't
in
think we
some
did.
way. All right, Discord back. Awesome. Spike terrible. Don't watch it or watch it so then you can say it's terrible. We're done.
I wanted to do my long ass, elaborate, weird ass review, but okay. Never
You know
mind.
what? You know what? Do it. Just do it.
No, never mind. You've
Just
ruined
do it.
Anyway, no, you've ruined it.
Sweet.
You've ruined it.
How dare you ruin it?
I'm Batman.
You're not Batman.
My avatar's Bane at the,
The goddamn
moment. Has
Batman?
anybody seen that? My avatar's friggin' Bane.
What?
Yeah, I bought,
it?
but like, you know, has either of you two seen The Dark Knight Rises? I'm
Yes.
assuming both of you have. Alright, so do you
course.
know like the massive ass trench coat the Bane gets with the massive ass collar?
Mm-hmm.
My avatar's wearing that
Mhm.
at the moment, and like the Bane mask and everything. My avatar's Bane. Dude,
That's
how's
kinda
this? You
funny.
pay, you
And kind of stupid.
the Bane suit is worth less than the Batman suit. Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
Well,
I'd like to say that surprises me, but it really
Yeah.
doesn't.
I'm just saying. I mean, I thought they should have been the same price, but anyway. Also, like, all of the Batman suits from, like, Batman Arkham City and The Dark Knight Rises are, like, the same price, and I thought that, like, one of them should have been cheaper.
Mm.
Yeah.
Eh. We all just
Yeah.
Stop trying to talk
I never
like
try to
Bane.
talk like Bane. I
Stop
just
right now.
talk to
Stefan.
Except
Cup
for in
because
our
it's fun.
Far Cry 3 review, they got crappy comments.
No, don't harp about that in the podcast. People will be sad.
Or just plain annoyed.
Anyway,
Uh-huh.
questions. Because I know we're going to go off on a tangent and I got to go soon. So, questions. We have one question, and it's from Purple Dildo Man.
I actually am sitting there and I found the podcast finally from last week and I was like, oh great, I'll check stuff and post it places so that we get views and shit. And then I read down and I was like, oh, I wonder what the question is from last week. And I read down, I was like, Purple Dildo Man. Oh
Wait,
man,
Do
here
you
we
want to read his
go.
question, or have you got like last week's question from him, this week's question from him, or you can read it?
I can
can
read
read
it
it.
if you want. Purple Dildo Man wants to know what is the best Pokemon ever of all time.
That's our one question for the
Uh,
week. That's actually nowhere near as bad as I thought it'd be.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of glad that it wasn't as bad as we thought it would be, but at the same time,
I'm sort
Eh.
of disappointed that there was no like really bad ones. Anyway,
Oh yeah, you're disappointed.
I'm surprised.
I am. I
everybody-
actually am.
I'm disappointed that no one really had out the fact that I just suddenly appeared out of nowhere. And I just kind of decided to like walk in and take in.
No. Well, that
but
should have
that's
been that
okay,
should have been a
guys.
better
I don't-
question.
I don't
That should have
feel
been better
insulted.
questions like Jason. How did you meet these a-holes? Where
Where
did you
the hell
come
did you-
from?
Yeah, where the hell did you come from? And I would have definitely at that point taken the entire podcast and not talked and thought of the best fake story of a lifetime
Well,
to
why don't you
bullshit
just do
on.
that now? Like, just pretend that the question's being asked. I want to hear what you came up with.
Okay, yeah, give me a minute. Start beating around the best
I
Pokemon
got like
ever, and I'll
favorites from every generation. So can we just like do that or?
yeah, let's
Stefan,
Yeah, go
you-
for it.
Alright, well, Generation 1, Zapdos. Generation 2, Raku. Generation 3, Kyogre. Generation 4, Turtwig. And Generation 5, Kyurem. Turtwig's
Okay.
amazing.
Generation 1, Scyther. Generation 2, Typhlosion. Generation 3, Blaziken. Generation 4. Give me a sec. Generation 5. Fuck. ...
Choose Turtwig as your favorite Gen 4.
I would, but there's a lot of pretty cool. No, I'm gonna go Weavile.
Good choice.
It's a good call.
My
Wow.
favorite
Call.
Generation 4 is still Turtwig.
I can agree with that, but Weavile I think is really cool.
Did you get everyone?
He's
the
stuck
phone?
on
I still
Gen
need
5.
Gen 5. That's
I
probably
said
the
Kyurem.
Okay.
that's probably the game I've played the least, so I didn't really get into all that.
Black
But
and White sucked, but Black and White 2 was friggin' awesome.
I'm gonna just go ahead and
Yeah.
say I'm just gonna say Snivy because why not?
It's a good call. It's a good call. Here, let me tangent off of a fake story and think of 5. Gen 1, definitely Bulbasaur. I've been a fan of him for a while. Yeah, exactly. He's badass.
Except he refuses to evolve.
Gen 2,
Disappointing.
yeah,
Whatever.
true. But ultimately, being bigger and fatter and with a big leaf on your head.
God damn it,
and/or
you keep
tree at that
talking, I got a
point,
phone call.
I shrug.
He always
Go
gets a
for it.
phone call or something stupid.
Yeah, it's usually always a phone call or his mom starts yelling for something.
and once again, you notice the trend that Josh always has to leave in the middle of the podcast.
Well, this is more
He
towards
still
the end, I
leaves
would
at some
assume, but
point
yes,
in
I
the
get your point.
podcast.
Yep, and I'm perfectly
Yep.
okay with it. Let's see. Gen 2, I would go between Cyndaquil and probably Pichu, just because Pichu's adorable, and I'm going to sound gay saying that, but I really don't
Yeah.
care. Gen 3... Gen
It
3 is
is.
tough. I really didn't like much of any of Gen 3 in all brutal honesty. I'd probably say Metagross just because he's
pretty
badass. Gen 4. Oh, Gen 4 is easy for me. Gen 4 is Luxray, without a doubt in my mind.
Oh, you know what? I just
Um,
realized I want to change my
though-
Gen 5, but finish up.
Okay. Gen 5. Gen 5's rough because if I'm talking Gen 5 for Black and White 1, then it's different than Gen 5 for Black and White 2. Well, not
They
really,
are.
but
They're
kinda.
completely different
I would have
games.
picked completely different games, but same concept of Pokemon, the same generation. But they put Lucario in Gen 5 2 as a Pokemon that's easily caught. So I would have said him for Gen 5, but he's not a Gen 5 Pokemon. So if I have to actually pick a Gen 5, then I would definitely go
Kyurem?
with...
Damn.
No. I don't... I hate the ice types. Don't take that as a personal insult towards them. I just don't like them that much.
I should take a photo of my plushies and upload them all to
yeah.
the RTA website. Like of the I've got my handmade plushie Pokemon things. Anyway, keep going.
Whatever.
No, actually, I need a minute. I got to think about Gen 5 because I really, honestly, have never been an extreme fan
Well,
of any of
what
them.
did you use in Gen 5? Because actually, you know what? One of the greatest Pokemon
Oh,
you could acquire.
I know what I used. Excadrill.
Is that your favorite then?
Yeah,
I'm
I'd go with
switching my-
Excadrill for my favorite. He's a badass.
I'm switching my Gen 5 to Hydreigon, if that's how it's pronounced. I'm probably messing it up.
Hydreigon. The Hydreigon.
Hydreigon,
Anyway.
yeah.
Because I really like Hydras. They're really cool.
Alright, well, I was gonna
That's a
say,
good
like,
call.
in Black and White 2, I think I played Black 2, I can't remember. Anyway, you could acquire, like, through trade, you could acquire a Gigalith, which was friggin' awesome.
Yeah, Gigalith is pretty cool. I'll give that one to you. But the problem is, I used mine for a while. Like, I traded mine up in Black and White 2 and used that thing to power through everything. But PvP-wise, it falls
Yeah, no, I'm
way
just, like,
short.
talking, like, for the Elite Four and the Champion, that thing was friggin' awesome.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah, definitely.
I acquired that very trade, because, like, I was trying to find me 6th member. And I was like, oh, well, what am I going to use? And then I found that Gigalith trade, and I'm like, friggin' sweet.
Good call.
But, like, I remember using, like, a Lucario and a friggin' Zoroark, and I can't remember what the hell I started with. I think it was a Snivy. Dude, the starters of that generation friggin' suck.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will agree to that one 100%. I never really liked them and never
I
probably
think, like,
will.
I remember, like, 5 of the things I used. I used a Superior, a Magnezone, a Zoroark, a Lucario, a Flagon, and something else.
Something else? Yeah.
There's another quote from Ray. Yeah.
Ray quotes everything,
do
so it's
it.
hard not to find a Ray quote.
Bring the
Yeah,
goggles,
that's
man.
true.
Bring the goggles.
I'm opening my Pokemon game, and I will tell you exactly what my team was.
Don't
Beat the Elite
bother.
Four.
We
I
don't
don't remember.
care. I mean, we do care, but we don't care.
I care.
Hopefully
I
Gen 6
care.
is better.
It should be.
I'm
expecting it to be.
extremely hopeful for Gen 6.
Yeah, but it
at this
came out
point.
too soon, in my
I
own
mean-
opinion. Actually, subject of like games finally got a release date and all that crap. Friggin' GTA 5's finally got a release date.
Okay.
It's coming out like
Yeah.
midway through September.
Okay, I really don't care. Just
GTA
saying.
5. I know
I'll
like
ad-
we had a topic of like Saints Row versus GTA last week. We could, but like GTA 5 does look pretty cool. Being
I-
able to play as like 3 different characters like seems intriguing.
Okay, sure.
Oh, I forgot Gliscor. I should have said
Gliscor.
Gliscor. Oh, what am I
Um,
doing?
He's pretty good, but
well.
I don't really use him that much.
And,
I think
and,
I used him in
Geith.
and
I think I used
Magnezone.
him in my old
I
Platinum
didn't
file.
think
I
that
actually restarted that game just because, hey, let's do something new. I chose Piplup. It happened to be a girl, so that's going to be something different.
Alright, so hang on, let's get
Aw.
specific here. Gen 1, what's your favorite game? Red, blue, or yellow? Red.
Yellow.
Actually, no, blue, sorry, blue.
I started with blue, but I'll say yellow just because it's different.
Alright, gold, silver, crystal.
Yellow
Gold,
Gold.
Crystal.
Sapphire, ruby, emerald. Sapphire.
emerald.
Ruby.
Diamond, pearl, platinum, diamond.
I'm split.
I like.
I'm split
Yeah,
between
no, go ahead.
Platinum and Pearl, mostly just because Platinum has some, the much more to it. Plus, it has the rebattle ability. Because I really like that in video games, where okay, you can go do this again, except now it's harder and you get more interesting.
I like Diamond. Honestly, like I thought Diamond had the best like way of dealing with the story over Pearl, but I'd go with Platinum just because A of the replayability and B everything was
Fair
Definitely.
enough. So I'm alone on diamond. Anyway. Alright, then black and white. And then we'll go to black and white too, because it's pretty much standalone.
I actually haven't
Black and
finished
White.
Black and White.
Look, I'm just going to go
Oh,
with
that's
white
horrible.
because of that Zekrom, even though I never found... Like, ever since black and white...
That's
Hang on,
the only
black and
reason
white
I'd go
came
with it.
out, and like the day I went to buy white, I couldn't find it, so I had to buy black, and ever since then I've never been able to find a copy of white anywhere. Really.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of
Wow.
that sucks
That's-
actually.
So
Though,
like I've still got a copy
Yeah,
of
my
black,
sympathies.
black, and I'm like,
I'm thinking my.
but it's okay, it's okay.
I-
I have an action replay, so it's all good.
Alright.
It's all good.
I'm gonna say my opinions don't really matter for these next two because I haven't actually played Black and White 2, and
I
then
played
haven't
Black
finished Black or White. I forgot which one I was playing.
Actually,
Probably
Stefan,
White.
there'll be something interesting in White 2. I think it's White 2. If you beat White 2, you can start something called Challenge Mode, which makes Pokemon on a higher level and gives the gym leaders more Pokemon at higher levels. All trainers as well too. Just gives the
Okay,
trainers
I'm
higher
actually that's
levels.
interesting.
Like you
interested.
finish it, you restart the game. All the wild Pokemon are on the same level. Trainers have higher level Pokemon, and the gym leaders and Elite Four have extra Pokemon, and they're also on a higher level.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's.
Really?
I think.
I've actually
I know,
never
neither
heard
have
of
I.
that.
Totally. I think it's on black. I think it's on white too. You need to have both of the games, and if it's on black 2, if you beat black 2 and decide to do challenge mode, it makes the game easier.
Then why call it challenge mode?
Huh.
I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll look
Yeah.
up black and white 2 challenges. Black and
Only thing,
That's
really thing I'm interested in
Um,
with Black and White 2 is the World Tournament.
yeah, I never finished that.
Yeah, the World Tournament's fun as shit.
Black and white 2 easy mode. Yeah, it's called easy mode and
But
challenge
anyway,
mode. Hold on, I'll read. All right, challenge
go ahead,
mode
go ahead.
is unlocked in Black 2. Black 2. Defeat the champion, Pokemon Black 2. Challenge mode is essentially the hard setting of the game. Within challenge mode, the levels of trainers Pokemon will be on a higher, starting at one level higher than, and reaching level 5 and higher at the end. So they're going to be 5 or so levels higher than they usually would be. And in addition to that, all of the AIs of the opponents will be higher. In addition, the gym leaders and Elite Four will have an extra Pokemon in their squads, and their Pokemon will have different movesets and held items. Okay, easy mode is essentially the easy setting of the game within blah 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 blah. All levels of trainers and Pokemon Blood will be lowered, all of the AIs will be lower, and the perfect for younger players the game, and gives them the ability to go through without being overly challenged. So one of them's like kid mode, and the other one's like friggin' you played from Gen 1 mode, so come try to beat this. So yeah.
Interesting.
And how do you get
Pokemon Black
this?
2 has challenge mode. You need to defeat the champion.
Simple.
Okay, I've defeated the champion. Where's
It should
the
be
option?
like if you start a new game. It should be on the title screen. Apparently,
Is it?
it says key. It says
Maybe
key
I'm
system.
blind.
I don't know. Like it must just be on the title screen. Like if you reset, I don't know.
I'll
You'll
look
find
around.
it.
I'll find
Yeah,
it.
it's in Black 2.
Yeah, thankfully I have Black 2. Yoo-hoo.
I got Black 2 because that's Zekrom. in it.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah, exactly. A Kyurem Zekrom combination there. Definitely
Yeah,
worth.
but it doesn't really work. I mean, anyway,
Yeah.
it's friggin' Zekrom and Kyurem, my two favorites out of them.
No opinion.
That's because you haven't really finished Gen 5. How are you gonna? Hang on. More to the point, how are you gonna play Gen 6 if you don't have a 3DS?
That is a very good question, isn't it?
You gotta buy a 3DS.
I'm probably gonna.
You
You
better.
should get a pink
It's,
one.
it's on my list.
You should get a pink one.
um, I might just for lols, but I don't know.
Well, I got a black 3DS. I didn't get an XL. I just got a 3DS.
Yeah.
What do you have, Jason?
I have a red 3DS,
Ooh.
the original kind
Nice.
of
So you get the
3DS.
same as me, except yours is red.
Yeah.
Dude, did anybody get like the Explorers of Time or the Explorers of Darkness DSs when they came out? They were red and black or black and blue.
I did. Well, I got the.
I think one of my friends has
I have a
one.
black and red DS, but I'm not sure if it's an Explorers of Darkness.
That's the Explorers of Darkness one.
Oh well.
That
yeah,
was
I
the other
have
one that came out for that. Then you've got
And-
a.
And
Mystery
I
Dungeon
actually
DS.
own Explorers of Darkness.
Nice. I got I've just got a black DS.
Originally I had a black DS, but now my girlfriend has it because she's playing Pokemon
What is she
games
playing?
as well. She has Diamond, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver because I gave her my old games and transferred everything up.
Fair enough. Give me a second.
We always have to give you a second.
One.
So do you want to wrap this up?
We probably should.
Sounds like everybody's bored.
If you'd like to.
Yeah, I think we're running on empty here.
Well, you two are. I'm not really.
No, I'm still probably going to be going for another hour or two before I actually think about
Well,
bed.
I'm talking about.
regardless, all
I'm
of us
talking
are
about
getting-
empty, as in running out of ideas.
Well, you guys
Yep.
are like up late, and I've got to go do crap, and I've got to watch a stream tomorrow and go to Shannon's and friggin' do something
sh-
else. I got like a
what sh-
friggin' busy ass day tomorrow.
What's this stream you're talking about?
It's the La Coffee Bandit stream. Shout out to La Coffee Bandit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm assuming
Okay.
you don't know who he is, but he's friggin'
No.
entertaining. He's entertaining
Nope,
to me.
no idea.
He's only got like he's only on
Okay.
about 200 and something subscribers, but he's friggin' entertaining. So like I've got to go to church in the
Interesting.
morning because I go to church like a good little boy. And then
Mhm.
I
Your
gotta,
avatar very contradicts that, but okay.
Yeah, but that's not me. That's my avatar. And then I've got
Made
to
by you and based on you.
And then I've got to help mum with something, and then I'm probably going to go to Shannon's and I'm probably going to watch a stream, or I'll swap the last two around.
Sounds like a plan.
Fair
It
enough.
does.
I get to go to work tomorrow.
Whoa.
And that's it.
You get money.
Yoo-hoo.
Bonus.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I
Yeah,
get to
bonus.
potentially blow things up.
You also get to like make a friggin' edit a podcast and like make me sound like a bitch if you wanted to.
I don't do that.
Make me sound like a bitch if you wanted to.
It'd be cool if we could just take
Alright,
his
well,
audio and then just
guys,
replace it with like a Cartman voice.
Yeah, you should do that. But anyway, look, I gotta go, so you guys can keep this going, but I'm stopping my audio right here. Goodbye, everybody.
Don't forget to upload it.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, peace.
Is there really anything
Alright,
left we can talk
so-
about, Jason?
We can talk about how shit awful Josh is. Just kidding, buddy. You probably won't hear this till you maybe listen to the end.
Is he
of
even
this, and
disconnected
if you
yet?
do, I really
still
don't
see his
care.
face.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, that
oh,
just
no.
got disconnected.
Oh
so.
no! Unfortunately, people, for those who don't
Jason.
figure out what I'm screaming about, the disconnection of the phone call actually screwed up with everything, so we actually had to recall
Yes, we have
Stefan.
had to do
so
that.
Now we're back.
I think it's interesting how we
Alright,
both started
sorry,
talking into it at the same time.
Oh god, two of us overlapping saying, "Oh god, oh god, oh no,
Wasn't
oh
that
no,
fr-
oh no."
It wasn't like that, but
Legitimately-
yeah, definitely, it's gonna be interesting.
I did. I said I was like, "Oh god, oh god, oh no, oh no, oh no," and I'm trying to find your name. I was like,
Where
for
is
you
he?"
people who don't see what's going on.
Actually, in reference
anyway.
to work and this, when I was thinking maybe about the summer, that's probably not going to happen to me because in either June or July, I'm going to be heading out to North Carolina to work with my uncle who does special effects.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
something I've been wanting to do for a while.
Definitely. I mean, what kind of is he
Movie special effects. He
or
does
is
all the
different?
explosions and stunt scenes and all that stuff.
Oh, he's a Michael
yeah,
Bay.
except yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Michael Bay. Anyway,
Yeah, he gets to crash cars, blow things up, all that fun stuff.
That's really
yeah.
cool, actually. Well, regardless, lucky you. I have to go through this gigantic list of internship companies and start applying to them. Not to say that I'm not excited to. There are some of them that really look fun to work for, and hopefully in the near future I might get to work at a gaming
pretty cool.
company. Maybe.
I kind of hate it right now because I'm in high school and I'm getting hit with all the scholarship stuff from colleges and all that. And my problem is
Yep.
I have no idea what I want to go into, so I really don't know where I should be looking.
Well, God help me. What do you want
I
to do
hate
for
that
the rest of your life?
question. They're all, so what do you want to do with the rest of your life? I'm all, God damn it.
Well, I mean, ultimately, my parents made the decision for me. They're like, Jason, you sit on your computer for hours on end doing crap. You play around the internet a lot, and you're intelligent, and you play video games. Why don't you just go into IT? And I was like, well, what if I'm not good at it? And they're like, you'll be great at it. How do you turn on a computer? Power button. How do you fix a computer? Restart. Ta-da! IT major at its fullest, and I just made a penis. Yes.
Success.
Yes, and there you go. Whole podcast was worth it.
The purpose of this real podcast has been succeeded. I can't talk,
Fulfilled.
but whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Anywho, but yeah, it's definitely not an easy task to
Yeah.
answer straight away unless someone answers it for you. So don't
Yeah.
fret over it. Is I
I
guess
don't-
the easier for it.
With me, I'm definitely more interested in like doing animation stuff. I mean, sometimes I've been trying to figure out how to do some simple stuff with Movie Maker, which fails epically just because of how much work you have to actually put into it. When you don't have programs like Flash, Adobe Flash, and stuff like that. But my biggest problem is that I'm not really sure how I'd be able to make a living off of that because it's not exactly a most successful
Yeah.
field, and unless you're lucky like Monty and the guys at RT, you're not really going to find a great place to work that easily.
Yep. Well, I mean, just because you can make you. Let me rethink what I'm saying here. Take. I'll jump back to League of
Go ahead.
Legends first. A lot of people there do Flash animation and stuff. Worked on like character design and how the characters would move and stuff on the screen using Flash animation, that kind of stuff. So it's not that it's not a useful skill. It's you got to find where the skill
Right,
actually
right. It's
applies
not
in
like
a
you-
job and plug it.
I don't even know what I'm really saying, but yeah, you're right.
No, we're both losing it. It's okay.
I think I lost it a long time ago.
Regardless. Oh, lucky. I'd like to say I lost it a while ago, but I'm still hanging on by that little
I have
thread.
a different type of thread keeping me connected to sanity, but
Is it Ritalin?
huh?
Let's be honest here. Is it Ritalin? Let's be honest.
Nah,
Oh, good. I was going to say drugs aren't the answer.
I don't.
That's right, people. I'm anti-drug. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I don't do.
Anyway, let's just continue onward. Let me think. Is there anything else we can go over?
I can't really talk about League of Legends because I haven't really been playing it just because I've been busy and haven't had enough
Oh,
effort to put into playing
yes.
it.
I'm not going to talk about it for a reason, just because I'm so entirely pissed at their new ranking system. I mean, I've been playing it since 3 years ago when my roommate got me into it.
It's been out that long? Damn.
Freshman year of college. It's been out for
I
about
haven't,
5.
I've never heard of it until like earlier last year.
Yeah, most people didn't hear about it until about a year and a half ago. Anyway, they redid the entire ranking system as I yawn. And the entire ranking system's now changed to make it not easier to climb up and be the best you can be, but just kind of stupid. And it's like you got to win a ton of qualifying matches when you. So essentially, you have to get 100 points by winning ranked matches. I don't know how many points you get per match, but assuming you get up to 100 points, then you start like a progression series, which you have to play. You have to do the best of 3 matches to go up in a division, and there's 5 divisions in a rank. And after the 5 divisions, or after the 5 divisions in the first rank, you play the best of 5 matches, and if you win the best of 5, then you go up into the next rank, and it goes bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and I think winners or something like that. And so essentially, if you're at the very bottom, you have to go through 25 like ranking determination things, and I mean it just seems like a shit awful bunch of time, but hopefully I actually hold some of the rank that I held for a while ago. I mean, I don't play as much ranked as I used to, but I was still ranked at some point like in the gold and silver ranking, and my roommate right now is sitting I think 20 away from being top ranked in one of the top like 20,000 players, just because he plays it religiously at this point.
I think that, if I believe that's
So-
what Josh was complaining about, it's just most of his friends that talk about it are all obsessed with the game.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't play it religiously, but at the same time, I don't appreciate the new ranking system, and I wish they
Yeah, I
just
hate
left
when
it as it
people
is.
just think, okay, we have a really great thing going on. Let's completely change it on everyone.
Yup, it drives me haywire. But that's my little rant on that. I love the game. I love the characters. I love playing as Wukong. I like my monkey.
I'm really not determined. I haven't played enough to really get a hold of something. I'm probably gonna. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm definitely not gonna be one of those charge in and attack people person, because that's just. Yeah, I'm not much of a
Bruisers,
bruiser
yeah.
in any video game. I'm more of a support person more than anything else. I really can't.
Then you should definitely
Yeah.
play support then, because support characters are it's what a group always needs, but no one really wants to play it. I play support most of the time, or a bruiser, just because I'm good at bruising and I'm good at sitting there and going heal, stun, heal, yeah. Go
Though in
turn.
some games like Team Fortress 2 with those support classes, well, let's see, you got the sniper and well, the sniper, you can't. You have to be. You're either good at it
You
or
can't-
you're not. That's basically how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. My roommate also plays Team Fortress 2, surprising. And he plays scout. He's a fantastic scout. He can roll anybody as
Yeah.
a scout. But he also tries to snipe, and he tries to play engineer. And that engineer is pretty easy. You put up a turret and you sit next to it and shoot people.
Yeah, it's
Woohoo!
not exactly the most brilliant one, but when in ranked matches or when you're playing online, most people definitely already know how to get around it. So I usually just get frustrated. And with the medic,
Yep.
simple and efficient,
Medic
but
sucks.
it's not that easy to do it when you're like the only medic and you're trying to help everyone strategize, and people don't.
You can't. You help your
And
heavy.
what's
That's
worse is when
it.
people are all yelling at you, do this, do this, do this. I'm all, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't
I'm just
care.
trying to
Yeah.
play.
I know 2 things with a medic. Heal the heavy, make sure the heavy has shield, and then uber charge him and run.
Yeah. I usually play as Pyro because I'm often playing, yeah.
Pyro's fun. I like blasting people in the air and then lighting them on fire and walking
I just
away.
wish I had some better stuff, and I had actually better time to practice because,
Yep.
like many things, he says practice makes perfect, and that game really requires it when it comes to becoming efficient.
You betcha. All right. Not to be rude to the public and you, but I think I'm going to
Yeah,
call
we
it
should
quits.
probably
and go
stop
get some Advil. So thank you all for listening. I will conclude, I guess.
I don't
it's
need to
been-
do any of that
Yep.
whole Twitter and all that stuff. You guys, anyone who watches this knows all that stuff.
Oh, then I'll self-plug mine because no one else knows
I don't
mine.
know yours, so you
jerk.
can plug that if you want.
I guess I'll plug Twitter. I mean, I don't even remember what my own handle is.
Awesome.
It's sad. I do use it. I'll just have them put in the
I really
link
don't care for
somewhere.
Twitter, so
Yeah, I use Twitter purely to watch the RT people do shit and then occasionally yell about something that's happening
and
in my
I really
life.
don't care that much.
So, I guess subscribe, follow us, ask us questions. Please
Yeah.
ask questions. I know I forgot. I never actually gave a fake story of how I met these two guys, but remind me beginning of next one. I'll put a note in it right now. I'll try to think of a
And
good
let's
story.
get more variety than just from Purple Dildo Man.
Yeah, no offense, Purple Dildo Man. Give us a couple questions if you want, but
You can't be
seriously,
our
other
sole
people,
source
please.
of ideas.
Yeah, and the ideas on Pokemon will get old fast. I love them, but
yeah,
I'll get
that's
bored of
probably
them
what'll
soon.
happen. Well, he's had some much stranger ones before.
I can only
You don't even have to
imagine.
watch our videos; just go and see whatever he posted.
No offense
Oh,
again.
no,
we
he's-
don't mean to be mean.
Don't really know you, but the questions are definitely outside of the box. Definitely internet box style.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we're rambling, so
Anyway. Yep, I'm rambling. We're just gonna drop this here. Thank you, everybody, and we will chat with
See you next time.
later.